Hey Sagittarius, this is your general tarot reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Ascendant or Rising sign for the month of March. Sagittarius, let's do what we always do. We're going to shuffle the cards and wait on all the right ones to come out for you, my love. And in the meantime, let's talk about the energies that you may feel throughout the month. And I think I'm already feeling your energy, even as I'm just doing this little intro. First off, we're leaving behind February, leaving behind that urgency or need or fear of not meeting your targets, not meeting your work requirements, not finishing all your tasks that you have to do, that you don't want to let somebody down. I must do this, I have to be there on time, otherwise I will let them down. I have to have everything organized, otherwise I will let somebody down. This is a duty, this is a responsibility, I cannot shirk it. I cannot phone in sick from this one. I've got to do it. But you're leaving that behind now this month. And you're actively going the other direction where you're saying, I need a bit of quiet. And I really need that quiet now. And I need to nestle in, go back into my intuitive space, switch off my phone, switch everything off, cancel any unnecessary things, watch my good movies, eat good food, drink a little bit of nice wine, just have my music going on in the background and doing nothing seemingly, but actually doing a whole lot on a very psychic and intuitive level. Because what you're doing this month is you're getting back home. You're getting back in touch with that quiet space inside you that will be reflected outwards in your home. So you might have time this month where you're looking around your actual home and vibing out whether this works for you anymore. You might be looking around at the walls and saying, I should paint that. Or looking at your plants or your garden or something and saying, I should change that. I should water them. I should nourish them. But more than anything, it's the energy of nourishing the calm in you, the peace in you, in order for you to reconnect with what matters to you. Because we know from January, February, your whole perception about things has changed. And now the big question is, as you've come down from the mountain, like we talked about last month, and you're getting back into the zone with people, connecting again, you're kind of figuring out how you feel about certain people. How do I feel about that person? I used to know what I thought about them. I had them all figured out, but how do I feel about them? How do I feel about the work I'm doing? How do I feel about this relationship? And in that space, Sagittarius, what you're going to do is you're going to be very sensitive and you're going to observe, hopefully, who disturbs that peace and quiet that you're so actively needing this month. Now, okay, some of you have small children, some of you have pets or people that you care for. I know, the boss or whatever. They might be disturbing some of your peace. I get it. But outside of that, you might notice, because you're so sensitive this month, because you might start crying at an advert. It's just that real moment of the tears are just so close this month. Because your heart space is opening, you're releasing a lot of stuff. So everything is a little bit raw emotionally this month, in a good way, in a positive, reconnecting kind of way. It's all good. But you will observe, say if a friend or a family member or somebody comes into that space and they are all out of sync with your energy, notice that. Notice that when you are calm and in a good flow and say, come on everybody, just sit down, have something to eat, have a glass of wine. Would you like a cup of tea, a cup of coffee? What? Just relax, let's watch a movie. And when they come in and they're all drama and all high tension, you have to say, I see the big difference energy-wise between the two of us now. I didn't see it before, but now because I'm so sensitive, I see a big schism here, a big disconnect. What can be done about that? Or can anything be done about that? And the reason why this is going on, Sagittarius, is that you might notice this month how some people drain your energy. And because other months you might be quite, ready to go. Let's do something fun. Let's go out. Let's meet up. Let's do something. And afterwards you're exhausted, but you don't realize why. You think, oh my God, I've just been working too much, or I've been burning the candle at both ends or something. But you could notice this month how somebody is draining your energy without you even knowing it. So observe, observe, observe. Observe people's reactions to you this month. There's a few cards come out, yeah. Observe people's reactions to you this month as you become more in touch with your feelings. Notice who says, but that's bullshit, that's a snap out of it, get over it. You're thinking too deeply about this, you're thinking too much about this, you're going overboard. Notice who says that. Because there might be something in that you hadn't noticed before. Because, as I said, you're becoming very sensitive to your environment, and you might get to notice where there are a few cacti amongst all your succulent little energies out there, a few prickly people. You might notice it, and then you might be able to deal with that better, because first we must see it before we can deal with it. So that's one energy that's coming through. A few other energies going on too. We have the Sun and Mercury in the 4th house, and then March 15th, Mercury goes retrograde. Breathe in, breathe out, and repeat, repeat, repeat. Yeah, it's going to be a bit challenging, okay? Put it mildly. This is going to be happening for you in the 4th space. Your private emotions, your private inner safe space, your actual home, your family life. There could be some real triggering moments here. But all I need you to do, Sagittarius, is to not get triggered, but instead to observe. And to never doubt for a moment that if you suddenly sense that something isn't quite right, then you are probably onto something. So use this wonderful, intuitive sense that's developing this month for you to spot the real deal from the fakes too. Because with a lot of energy going on here in the 4th house, you might see things coming very close to home that are false. If you're thinking of decorating your home, for example, this month, and you say, I want to paint that wall, I need to get some people in to paint it for me, or I need to get somebody to fix something in my house, a burst pipe or something, God forbid, but something like that happening. I need to fix something here. Do your homework before you invite anybody in. Don't just go through the classifieds and say, oh, well, they're the first one I've seen, I'll just call them. Get advice, get a second opinion, get somebody to recommend somebody to you, maybe even a family member or somebody that you trust, to recommend somebody to do this repair work maybe at home. Because this is a month where there could be a lot of cowboys, a lot of very strange, nebulous energy, people deliberately trying to scam you. Now, it's not just you, Sagittarius, everybody's going to feel this. It's almost like a window in time where it's almost like the perfect opportunity for somebody to scam us all, to come in and try to take money from us one way or another. So I would say to you, because it's in your 4th house, don't let anyone steal your energy. Don't let anybody steal your emotions. If you feel a certain thing about something, that's yours. Don't let anybody say, that's bullshit, you can't think like that, you've got to think like this. So don't let them steal your emotions. Don't let them steal your privacy, your quiet time. Get very defiant as you can about defending that. Defend your space in every sense of the word from other people coming in with their bullshit and their irrelevance. And defend yourself from people who might come in to defend you or who might come in to try to sell you something that's for the home furnishings, home repairs, home improvements. They could be cowboys. I am not saying they will be, but if there was ever an opportunity for it to happen, this would be kind of the time. So you just have to be extra on guard for that. It's not to make you worry. It's not to make you fear anything. It's just to give you that heads up. If you're going to invite people back to your home this month, make them be good friends that you trust, and make it be family members. Everybody else, wait till March before you start having house parties or bringing people in that you don't really know. You know, if you work from home, you know, it's not a great time to be inviting new people in to your home. And it's not that anything bad will happen, but it will just become a possibility of a bit of a comedy of crap that you don't need happening. You know, you don't want anybody coming in and having light fingers or something, you know. Yeah, but you've a heads up now, so don't worry about it. It's not that, again, I'll just underline this, it's not that it will happen, but there's a high possibility this month of it happening. And then for you, it's in your heart space, your quiet space, and in your home space. So just make sure that you know where you're at, you know what you're doing, you know, and don't really be inviting people you don't know into your home. That's all I can say. People that don't come recommended, people that you don't know their work, you don't know where they're from, you know nothing about them. Not a great time. Now, other thing, of course, Mercury retrograding in the 4th house could mean that just out of the blue, somebody from your past might just turn up and try to communicate with you. A family member who you haven't spoken to in years might come to you and talk to you and want to catch up with you. Or somebody from your hometown, somebody that you knew when you were young, from school or something like that. They could just randomly come back in contact with you. An old love, a high school sweetheart. They could suddenly come in touch with you again. That's up to you if you want to entertain it or not. That's your business, Sagittarius, but just be prepared. And I would say this too, if, for some of you, if there have been some home repairs that were much needed in the house, say if there was a pipe, a water pipe, and you said, I'll just wrap duct tape around this, it'll be fine for another while. This could be the month where something from the past that you didn't fix the first time around has to be fixed. Definitely has to be fixed this time around. So just watch out for that. But you know the funny feeling? Immediately as I opened up this reading, Sagittarius, I got straight into your energy. And I don't know if you can kind of feel that I'm kind of, it's a calmer energy. It's the energy of you wanting to be by yourself and wanting to be by yourself in order to heal your aura, heal your boundaries, heal your safe space, heal any holes where other people's negative energy has felt like it's not harmed you, that's too severe, but infiltrated you a little bit. Like if somebody had excessively demanded stuff from you, you might find that you need a bit of quiet time to kind of shake their influence off you, or shake something off you, and to come back with a stronger aura. Now this might sound very strange to some of you, I know that, but that I go with what I feel. I always have to trust it. I feel, I don't know, are some of you doing energy work or aura work, Reiki or things like that, but it's the increasing of your aura, maybe through crystal work, something like that. But also, yes, also feeling padded out, protected, supported, insulated in a big way by 4th house, your ancestors, the family who have gone before us, those who have travelled on to the next part of their journey, they are wrapping themselves around you this month. And I feel it, it's nice. Feeling warm, as this card came out. Yeah, feeling warm. The sun would do that all right. Healing. It's healing. Healing coming through good body work. Good. Okay. March 6th, Uranus going into Taurus, the physical body. Uranus has moved from your 5th house after being there for approximately 7 years. He's going in now to Taurus for another more or less 7 years. He's doing it this month, and it's going into your 6th house, healing your body, healing negative energies, becoming suddenly very aware at who is toxic in your life. And it might surprise you. You might be shocked. You may not have noticed. And it doesn't mean that this person has to be removed from your life. In some cases, yes. But what it might mean is for you to look and say, this behavior will not be tolerated anymore. I had no idea you were being such a shady, nasty brat. You are not doing that anymore. And there's a whole moment of getting yourself back strong, connected, insulated, feeling powerful from the inside out, and healing bad behavior in yourself too and others. Bad behavior, say bad habits, not taking enough exercise, not eating in the way that you probably could be doing a little bit better. You want to heal your body. You want to clean it. You want to remove old karma. You want to remove the toxins. You want to remove things that have accumulated that don't belong to you. It's the feeling of, I am going to push all of their bad vibe away from me. And I'm going to actively now insulate myself by taking care of my physical body to make sure that nobody gets to take that type of energy away from me again, and that nobody gets to lead me down dangerous paths, lead me down toxic mind paths, lead me down confusion. I think somebody has been confusing you. They've confused your mind and heart over the last 7 or so years. Maybe this is ongoing, and it seems to be coming to a head now, Sagittarius. And you're now saying, enough with this bullshit. And there's no great sense of panic. You see, I'm feeling it here. It's the opposite of panic. It's almost like, not anymore, bitch. Not anymore. It's a calm confidence, which I actually really like. It's almost like getting your swagger back. Your spiritual swagger is coming back. And you have this powerful, energetic, it's almost like a back away, and be gone. It's very, very nice, unusual, I'll say unusual energy, but you'll kind of feel it. Anyway, let's keep shuffling. Anyway, so that's what's going on. You're taking better care of your environment around you, the toxicity, neutralizing it, getting the people who just aren't feeling this new vibe in you. If they're not feeling it, bye. And you're cleaning everything up. But you're not making any sudden moves this month, Sagittarius, because this is not the month for it. This is actually the month for you to get into a kind of an egg space where you sit and contemplate and get charged up with this powerful auric energy, where you get that spiritual swag back. Swagger. So it's nice. It's nice. But health, healing, maybe holistic healing, natural foods, a natural way of working, maybe switching up your career this month and saying, I am absolutely not doing that type of toxic work anymore. I want to get into an area where people are kinder to each other, where there's a better vibe, where I'm in a groove with people who they're a bit more receptive to each other, and they don't deliberately hurt each other. But at the same time, they've got to be smart, they've got to be intelligent. So what could that be? So I'm picking up pieces here that I could get more detail as we go on. That's kind of the general vibe. Because Mars is in Taurus as this Uranus transit happens. And it's the energy, it's almost like a real fight energy, Sagittarius. But yet, as you know, a slow fight, like a slow motion movie, but it's the accumulation of energy. Hard to explain. Do you know what I mean by that? It's power, but slow moving power that comes from your emotional power. Yeah, okay, I hope I'm making sense. I don't want that to be too cryptic. I have to say, tuning in to the March energy, because I'm recording these in February, it is so different to where I am here right now, that at times when I dip in and come back out, it's like, what the hell, where have I just been? It's very different. And you might see this, I think very much so, that the energy from February to March has a big kind of chop that ends there and this starts here. It's a great big sudden jolt into a new, different, calmer energy for you. So very, very nice. Anyway, let's move on. You have the new moon on March 6th also happening in Pisces. Some of you are really, really now using this time not to do anything, but to think about how to improve your home situation or improve something in your family situation. If there's been any difficulty or trickery that has to be revisited again this month, your mind is on fixing that. So know that whatever pops up here this month, particularly within the home and family, does get resolved because you're becoming more open and sensitive to understanding why this is happening and how I can fix it. And there's almost the need here to be very sensitive to a family member and to open up to understand them a little bit more. You might say, if you have a family member that you like them, you love them, but there isn't a huge connection, you're happy to be in their company, there's no bad vibe or bad feeling or anything like that, but you're not each other's absolute favorite. There's a moment here this month, it seems, where you might be able to understand them a little bit better and connect to them on a deeper level. For some of you, Mercury retrograding might send you all the way back to your childhood. And you might be having feelings, images, reminders, memories of stuff that may have shaped you in your childhood. And maybe you're saying, this explains why I can't be in a good relationship, why I can't be successful, or blah, blah, blah. It's because of back then this happened. Well, there's a real moment this month, Sagittarius, where you don't allow that, the power anymore. You go back a little bit to resolve that, and maybe even talk to other family members about some situation so that you can make sense of something that probably didn't make sense back then. Now, other things, the sun going into Aries, March 20th. Good news for you, a fellow fire sign, Aries, going into your 5th house of romance. So things definitely get better from March 20th onwards. The singles could be out there looking for love. Still not a great time to be inviting anyone you don't know back to your home. Have to say it. Not for this month. Wait till April. But new love, new attraction, new creativity, a new sense of happiness coming back. 5th house is where our heart opens and we do connect to something that makes us feel happy. And the sun in Aries, so you'll feel happy doing something by yourself, I reckon. Something that gives you great pleasure. Yeah. And in terms of romance, you could see just a good, happy vibe coming back. Because with Venus in Aquarius this month too, for the most of the month, she's in your third house of talking to people, meeting and greeting, sharing, getting your ideas out there. So it's like a month of getting out there, like we touched upon last month, and talking to people. And at the same time, sorry, you're definitely doing something aura this month. Aura, because I was just talking there and I stopped because for a brief second I saw a purple aura around my hand, and that doesn't normally happen, but I don't think that's me. I don't think I have a purple aura. I think that was an image for you. Spiritualism, spiritual aura, spirit. But anyway, as I was saying, and forgiveness, purple can be a lot to do with forgiveness, compassion, deep, deep, deep compassion this month. Yeah, very much so. But there is a lot of love, a lot of opportunities to have good vibes after the March 20th. A lot of very good things happening. This is becoming very long. I know that, Sagittarius. I should cut down. I'll just say this then. Good things happening for you. The more you communicate with people, the more money you can be making. Yeah. So very nice things. Some good things happening for those who are doing anything online, selling through e-commerce, selling anything on eBay, Etsy, anything like that. This is a good time for you to do that. Lots of good connections. Right, I'm going to start choosing the cards here, Sagittarius, because I got very involved in your energy and I felt it. But with the result now, we're at 26 minutes. So, I don't know. You see, shuffling the cards and getting into that zone helps me to see what I probably wouldn't otherwise see for you if I just pulled a bunch of cards. It's like I'm sitting with you, you know, so I need that time to tune into your energy. So. 2 more cards, Sagittarius. Quiet. I feel everything's so quiet. It's all so quiet. Shh. It's very quiet. It's worrying me that it's that quiet. No. 2 more cards. This came out. And then 1 last card. Yeah. Okay. So let's go over eventually, finally, over to your ta-da overview. So, lovely. The gift of the coin is being handed to you. The first card in the Suit of Pentacles is all about new opportunities to take care of a few things. Take care of your money, which I know you're doing. You're doing that. You're out there taking care of your money. You're being more responsible with your money as best you can, at least. At least it's on your mind. But also in terms of your physical body. With Uranus going into Taurus this month. Mercury retrograde, I'm even feeling it already, finding it difficult to speak. It's a real big attention on your body, healing your body. This is the Queen. She's a great healer. She's a great counselor. She's there for people. She sits and she holds space. Where she sits, she owns everything. It is fixed, it is solid, it is stable, it is secure. And that's what you're being given this month, Sagittarius. The gift of feeling safe, solid, secure, grounded, healed, so that you can clear something in your life, heal something physically in your body, make a connection to how you need to eat, how you need to exercise, as I said before. Recognize that your body is your greatest vehicle. It is the thing that transports you around this universe right now in this present life. Next time you could be a floating ball of stars. We don't know. But right now, it's not the energy of, you know, the way some people, when they get to a spiritual place, they want to leave their body. Maybe that's the right thing, I don't know. But if we're here, and if we've only such a short cosmic time to be in this body, shouldn't we make the most of it? Shouldn't we use it? So I'm feeling that it's that kind of energy this month. Make the most of your beautiful body, Sagittarius, and respect it. Heal it. Nurture it, feed it, allow it to recover from maybe some years of partying, I don't know, or some years of working too hard, some years of taking the hard road over and over again. I think you're being handed that new gift to heal, recover, and to keep your environment and your aura safe and toxic free. This is also the universe handing the queen the coin. So there is a bit of, in this case, it's a kind of reverence. It's a kind of, she has sat there, and the queens always attract. She is attracting the blessings of the gods, the coin, the money. Show me the reward, show me the money, but show me the good things in this life. Show me the pure things, the wholesome things. And the universe said, well, because you're in the right space and you are now attracting that, I will give it to you. Relationships, friendships, more wholesome. You've been slowly over the recent months, Sagittarius, I think you've been bringing that in, bringing in a better kind of person into your world. And now the universe is saying, I've seen the work you've been doing, let me do that, let me help you. You're vibing now at a level that I can start giving what you're attracting. So that's very nice. Very, very nice. Opportunities to make money are happening too. As long as you stay confident and believe and trust that you're on the right wavelength to attract money, where you're not getting involved with shady schemes or plans or get quick rich things or anything that's a bit foggy, nebulous, where you don't quite understand how you make money, but you'll throw your coins in anyway. Avoid all that this month. It's the more fixed, solid, and earthier you are, the better. Now, for some of you who work in the healing industry or farming, if you grow things, this could be a real month. I mean, it could be a month where you just take care of your plants. But there's a harvest about to happen. There is something healthy and natural. These are the buzzwords, healthy, natural, coming in for you. And this is an Aquarius card. Yeah, a Capricorn, an Aquarius card. Maybe Capricorn or Aquarius could be catalysts for change for you this month in a positive or negative way. They might be the ones that drive you to clean up your space. Or they might help you. I mean, you could have some great conversations with an Aquarius this month, and they might be they might surprise you with some of the good stuff they have to say. Or you might be talking to a Capricorn about some financial issue this month, and again, they might have something interesting to add to the mix. But I'm also feeling this. You could find that there's a big reversal, a big change where you had felt for a long time that you were very trapped and bound to somebody or something, your work, your friends, a relationship. And you're not so trapped and bound by it anymore. Instead, you're liberated, you're free. You're pushing them out of your space and saying, I am cleansing all of this under the power and influence of the stars and the clean sky. I am bathing myself of that influence. Now, in some cases, a lot of you might be momentarily very attracted to an Aquarius sun, moon, or ascendant. You might feel a very heightened passion, heightened promises, heightened interest. It's almost like a moment of madness, a moment of being absolutely infatuated by an Aquarius. Is it a moment of madness? I think this month it might just be a moment of madness. I wouldn't be taking anything a little bit too seriously this month. I'd be waiting until April, but if it's happening, just go slowly, go gently. Now, the card of the home and the sun shining on it. There's either home repairs this month, family issues that are coming up this month, childhood issues that are coming up this month, heartbreak issues that are coming up this month, respect issues, reverence, love, care, nurturing issues. They're coming up to be healed. The physical body is being healed energetically. That shouldn't be a surprise. There's no great difference. But you are being healed. And there's good vibes shining on this whole thing, on the family situation, your home. You want to do something more positive in your home space, in your family life. Clean it up, heal it once and for all. And you will do it. It will happen. Now, there may be a Leo. I'll just say this. There may be a Leo who could be throwing one or two little curveballs in your home life or family life, but I don't think they mean any great harm. Maybe you can really have a feel out of that one. Whatever's going on maybe with the Leo, Sun, Moon or Ascendant, I don't think they mean anything bad by it. I think that they're just having a moment, okay? So, like I said, feel that one out. But it is good this month because you realize the hard work you've been putting into things, into relationships, into the work that you're doing in particular, into feeling independent and free from some old bonds, restricted. You must be here on time. You must do this. You can't leave this work because the market is dead. You'd never find work if you left this. You must stay here. That kind of you must. You're looking back at that and saying, I must do nothing. I'm over the worst of that, having to constantly work hard for somebody else, perhaps. It's time for me to get my Mars energy on. Mars, for pretty much most of the month, is in Taurus, in your 6th house. You're saying, I'm not going to work myself to the bone anymore. I'm going to do something healthier. You know, I would not be surprised at all, Sagittarius, if one of the things you really want to do in your work, not just to get into a workspace that's healthier for you, that's less stressful. Some of you could be getting into the health industry, medicine industry, pharmaceuticals industry, natural healing industry, growing your own herbs industry. For those of you who are allowed to grow herbs in your state or wherever it is, you could be getting into that. There is something natural that must be opened up. And this natural thing could build an empire for you. There's also an Aries here, the influence of an Aries, that at some point, even though you get on very well with them, at some point you felt that you were running at different speeds or that you were going in different directions. It seems that you finally get to understand an Aries, to get to understand where they're coming from. Now the Sun does go into Aries, so what I'm saying here too, around March 20th, the Sun makes you realize that the work... Sorry, my battery just died there. Mercury retrograde, please no. Anyway, what I was saying, that when we move into Aries, the Sun in Aries, this is an Aries card, will help you realize that you're over the worst of some situation, be it in work, be it in a relationship, be it in getting over some issue within the family or from your childhood. There may be something in it this month where you just have that sudden realization that I'm over this, or at least I'm beginning to really see it in an entirely new way where eventually I will get over it. So it's very, very positive. Because here's the energy now towards the end of the month, Sagittarius, of you suddenly waking up to some pain that's been going on in your life. Disappointment, sadness, tears. I'm just looking down here. This season for you is particularly tricky, I have to say, with all the energy in the 4th house. Pisces energy is not the most pleasant energy sometimes for you. It just doesn't sit very well with you, but towards the end of the month, I get the feeling that somebody has let you down or disappointed you. I'm just looking down here at the chart, like Scooby-Doo, looking for the clues, trying to find out where that might be. Where have they let you down? Some family member, I think. Some family members, somebody that you would consider close enough to be family. You kind of wake up to something and say, I have been so hurt by this and I've never really gotten in touch with it. I've never really faced it. I've never really dealt with it. And I understand that it's been holding me back. The influence that certain family members have over you. It's like repeated patterns. Here they come again with the same old bullshit, and it always makes me feel like this. I'm saying family member, but for some of you it is somebody that you would consider family. Hurt by them, very, very disappointed by them. With the result, you're saying, I'm going to have to change tack here completely in order to get through the bullshit that's just happened here in this family situation. I'm going to have to start defending myself more. And it doesn't have to be about shouting and screaming and roaring. It's more like back off. Like I said earlier with the energy, like this guy with the baton, he's just saying, back off. Stop coming at me with your shit. I will defend how I feel about this. I'm defending. I'm right to feel this way about this situation. I'm right, and you can't tell me that my experience has been wrong. You can't tell me I'm wrong for feeling this. I'm right, I stand by it, I know it. Towards the end of the month. So strong feelings do come out towards the end of the month. You're defending. But like I said, in a different way. This is not the energy of roaring, shouting, screaming, going in and having a big battle. This is more like, I am just going to defend myself from you now. Because the last card, the Six of Pentacles, is a healing card. Healing coming from Taurus energy. It's also quite a Virgo card. So maybe you're healing from some energy of a Virgo or a Taurus. But Uranus is it moving into Taurus this month. You're healing. You're not going to let anybody's bad vibes affect your physical health anymore. This is the energy of weighing things up to see who's real and who's fake. And it's not anymore judged by how nice they are, how pleasant they are, how good they are. It's about how you feel. This is the assayer, the one who measures the quality of gold to test to see whether it's pure or not. And I think this month ends with you realizing that you do have a heart of gold, Sagittarius. I mean, we all know it. I think you needed to be reminded of that. And to bring back the balance of not throwing the gold in your beautiful soul out to anybody who really doesn't deserve it. You're weighing it up, balancing it up. Defending your right also to be selective about who you let in and out of your life. So that's very powerful. Sagittarius, thank you. Actually, thank you for letting me read your energy this month, because it was very nice and very calming, very calm, controlled, empowered, healthy, good vibe. And it's a switch up, because even though you might be on that kind of path already, you're going to recognize how you can even improve that better this month, and you'll do it. And I feel it as a nice, warm, pleasant, good energy, as the dog barks outside, if you can hear that over the volume. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that, Sagittarius. You know what to do now, my love. You know, if you want the deeper details, the insider stuff about love, relationships, if you're single, your career, your money, everything like that, we can open all of those details up in the VIMEO readings, the deep read, all linked down there in the description box below. Come along and let's see what we can find, what little golden treasures can be found in there for you to help you through this month somehow. So do come along, the VIMEO deep read linked below. And Sagittarius, I'm going to leave you, as always, with all my love. And I hope you enjoyed this lovely energy. Stay calm. And don't let anybody take you out of that energy. It's yours, it's yours, it's yours. And enjoy all that aura magic happening for you this month, my beauty. All my love and a great big kiss. Mwah! Until next month, my darling.